can't have failure here. Failure is not an option.
Nothing to show for it. We haven't updated our antiquated 911 system.
Republican legislators are demanding answers on the high cost and delayed implementation of California's next generation 911 system, a long-promised update to the state's current 5 decades old legacy 911 system, which doesn't allow for technology like video streaming and photos.
Clearly failures that didn't allow that to happen, and it's just unacceptable.
As explained by the nonpartisan legislative analyst's office, the modernization of California's emergency response system is years in the making.
The beginnings of it were in 2010 in the Schwarzenegger administration. It evolved under the Brown administration and continued in the Newsom administration.
But it wasn't until 2019 the legislature dedicated funding, $130 million and ongoing. Since then, it's spent over $455 million total on the project, with the California Office of Emergency Services, or Cal OES, spearheading efforts.
It's unclear how much additional we'll need to spend to get to the point where we can transition away from the legacy 911 system.
That complete transition is now delayed to 2030, meaning the state has to continue paying for the legacy system and for individual dispatch centers to navigate the legacy to next-gen transition too. That has cost $392 million since 2019. So since 2019, California has spent $847.5 million on 911 systems overall.
They're going to make changes, they need the legacy system to continue. So they asked us if they could continue to spend that money.
The revenue source is tax dollars. Every phone user in California pays a monthly surcharge. Currently, it's at 41 cents, an amount set by Cal OES each fall.
To get more, to raise more money for their projects, they can up that tax. That is completely within their jurisdiction, correct?
It is, but there is an 80-cent limit that's been put on.
Where is the project now? Initially, Cal OES opted for a regional approach, dividing the state into regions with one statewide entity overseeing all operations. Now they're shifting to the statewide model in the name of streamlining transition. And there was a roadblock with voice calls, despite success with other system upgrades like text to 911 services.
We're at an inflection point where OES is trying to decide exactly how to proceed. They've put forward their transition plan.
Jenny Ha, News 8.